Hello and good evening. My name is Gold Vision. Welcome to 7 Second Summer Camp. I'm the official gaming counselor here. Welcome to Sunday Scaries, a once a week endeavor to enjoy and embrace the uncertainty of reality that we all sometimes get worried about as the week's beginning. But I think if we think together and we focus on what beautiful things can happen, then it isn't so scary after all. I have a couple quick announcements from the camp director. 7 Second Summer Camp is now on Steam, available for purchase if that's something you're into. It's a meditation game for focusing on what is in front of you, what is right in front of you, and seeing the interesting synchronicities that might come from it. I'll leave the mystery to that. Congratulations all the Emmy winners. Hopefully you thanked all the right people this time around. And finally, this is a little ominous, but I guess it's appropriate for the Sunday. Watch your step. It's that might actually be a reference to stepping in things that you might not want to, whether it's a esoteric personal journey, like a sidewalk that you might not want to walk down, or something, so a special kind of mud that's on the ground. This evening I wanted to play a game that's familiar to some called Elden Ring. I've played it a little bit before. This is not the expansion. This is the original game. I haven't gotten that far. In Elden Ring, so I'm not ready for for anything more advanced as that. We're not gonna spend too much time in there, I don't think. Honestly, because there's just too much dramatic danger out there that will make it difficult for me to progress in the game. I actually left at a difficult time in the middle of a place that I was, and so I want to jump back in, see if maybe there's a patch or something that's changed it to make it possible. We're gonna take a quick gander at the Elden marshmallow that's appeared here from the Elden portal, which we've conjured up. It's cooked up nice and appreciated. And before we get into it, I'll just meditate on a star real quick, just a random one. Oh, wow, Sirius popped right out. Okay, well, this is to just appreciate how much work and time and energy and effort went into making this amazing game that has been well received and just all over, just spread all over the internet, and it's in everybody's hearts and minds, or just in a lot of them. And I was very late. I'm a first person player, have been for forever. So I didn't jump into the Elden worlds in the same way that many others have, but I still have a tremendous appreciation for all the art and all the efforts and all the beautiful things that I've seen in that game world. I actually stopped playing when I got to a dangerous place that seemed to be a one-way trip, but maybe there's directions that we can go into and experience, and maybe we'll find something interesting out about ourselves along the way. That's really the aspiration. We're all on our own special spiritual journeys. We're all taking our time on our own endeavors, and I think it's more important for us to take a step back, breathe in, hold on to everything that's important to us, let it all go, and let it all come back to us as it needs to, while we explore a new world, one created for us to enjoy. What was that? Adventure guide. I think I did that once, but it didn't do what I wanted it to. And let's agree to anything that the developers of the game, the producers of the game, have made us sign up for. I don't know if there's any fans of Elden Ring out there. But if you, I honestly am just not very advanced. It was just not something that happened for me to get into. Like, I can get around. I can use joysticks and a mouse and a keyboard and things, but I can't. I can't say that I'm extensively proficient in the dark arts of this third-person combat that the game is so well known for. I should have run it too. I just did a big update, so this looks like it's gonna be okay, though. I will note that it doesn't seem like it's necessary for any destruction to make the progress that I have so far. I've live streamed every second that I've played, but I don't have I haven't completed the game, obviously. Load or continue. I guess they're all the same, right? Continue. I could have done load game to see when it was the last time I played it, but I have experienced just ambling through the world, and it's been very lovely. But it's also there's been visual traumas, and there's been players that try to attack you, and so it's not the first principle that I've been trying to get across, that I really want to only look at the things that I want to see more of in the world, like flaming death boat here with sigils and spears and things. They're very professionally created. The inventory features. New features can be enabled in the display tab. Items obtained for the first time can be marked with a exclamation point. Alright. That's cool. But I forget why I picked this guy too. Looks kind of cool. Just trying to remember everything about it. But this particular visual just doesn't. Watching your character be torn apart or knocked into the sky or into the ground is not necessarily the image that I want to see. And so, while on one hand I do want to appreciate the beauty, the majestic nature of all the effort that went into making this game, I try not to focus on it or do it exclusively, if you know what I mean. So this is a peaceful place I found that was kind of dead end isn't the right word, because I think I could have escaped. But I ran here, and let's see, the Impassable Great Bridge. Yes, I think that name might just be accurate, because I haven't been able to pass it yet. And it got to the point that I didn't know where to go. But this is what I've explored so far. And exploring is totally a possibility around here. In fact, can I just warp around? I might do that to celebrate the art. But for those who caught the last one, let's try to cross the bridge and just see how possible it is. And observe the birds. I don't know if there's professional bird watchers who have ever tried to catalog the creatures throughout the world. And I don't know if there's an Elden Ring Audubon Society, but maybe that's something that should be considered. I haven't unlocked or discovered binoculars yet. So, but I don't seem to need them for these curious fellows here. Hello. Nice to see you. If you're just joining this first time, my name is Goldvision. I play games peacefully without attacking other players, or really just trying to not use weapons or any kind of dramatics to create dissonance in my world. I try to engage peacefully in all of my steps. So, and I didn't want to really talk about this, but I did notice that somebody did a peaceful attempt at this game, and they used summoned monsters to fight for them, and that's okay to do that, but I don't know if that necessarily it clarifies the kind of peace that I'm personally looking for. It's not really about identifying enemies and then telling other people to kill them for you. I think there's something else there, and I'm looking for something more. So I accept that there are dangerous parts of the world, and that I don't need to engage with them. And there's an opportunity to find peace often, and I try to do that instead. So with all that said, let's see if we can get anywhere across this bridge by running. And does anybody remember how to make the horse appear without accidentally drinking a vial of cerulean tears? Because I don't want to do that. Let's see. I just don't want to pull it off. That was right bumper. I'll get back to the safe zone just to learn the controls again real quick. Right trigger, that's a swing. Even that feels feels dangerous to me. And then left trigger is shield, but it's also shield blast. And now I know all that. I thought there was a way to bring the horse to reality, but there we go. I am on the controller. Thank you. This is my mighty steed. So we're just gonna do a curious curious journey across the bridge. It was unfortunate that I destroyed a barricade and stopped. Let's see if that I can be inspired to find a mental pathway that helps me cross, maybe without that horse. Yeah. And then also, is there a run button? We've got a auto target. This poor bird. I'm all ready to go. No, thank you. Oh, in stealth mode. That'll do it. Okay. I don't think they're going to be able to see me now as I cross the bridge. I've thought about this bridge a lot, actually. Because this is where I left off. And yeah, I guess I can watch as this horrible thing happened to me. Just sneaking across. I feel like there was more adversity. Should I not say that out loud? Yeah, I really need to use the run button as well. That's alright though. This is the kind of thing that I wouldn't do during a normal weekly live stream, just because I don't want to watch myself be immolated over and over again. But I'm okay with doing it today, because I think we're all mentally prepared for that. There must be a run button. It doesn't seem like there is. Attack. Crouch. You know, roll and jump and stuff. Okay. I've played many games not running and then learning that I needed to. Maybe we'll just dodge away. And yeah, I apologize in advance if this is agonizing for those who watch a lot of Elden Ring battles. Yeah, we'll try to roll away from it. We'll roll right through. We'll sneak. Well, try to bypass the fire. Okay. I think the casual jaunt to get the fire, to attract the fire, and then move to the other direction. Just do a nice jump and roll. Stay on this side. And I think I'm good. I can't examine this while I'm stealthed. This is the farthest I've ever made the game. And you saw it's not it's not too perilous, you know. Sure, there's a flaming trebuchet that comes for you, but there's a lot of beauty in this world, and I really like it. Should there be more dramatic music happening right now? I feel like all the copyright stuff must be cleared at this point. There we go. Just bring it up a little bit. Something. And what do we have? Just trying to learn about the game world as I go. Yeah, this isn't a fort that necessarily seems like it's welcoming people, but because I have no intention of hurting anyone in my heart, I hope that'll give me some leeway and progress. The opportunity to blaze new ground. Okay. I'll sneak. Well, yeah, what are these automatic turrets? Come on. That's what we're doing here? They haunted or something? I don't know. I don't think I've accumulated too many materials. And that might be the the distance. I don't know if I could make it past something like that. Yeah, this is a lot of this game has not been, as is quoted, an anti-gold vision zone. But that seems like a really hard thing to get by. And I do wish that I had the experience that I had last time I played the game, all revved up in the muscle memory in the controls. But let's see how we can go. Wow. There's two this time? Or they can both see me or something? I feel like I made progress even though I didn't. Is that strange? Is that a healthy attitude? To be able to just convince yourself that the moments as they pass are actually you improving your life, even though it might not seem it to an outsider or anyone who's actually tracking your progress. I'm working on that. I think that's important to me now. That we got jump and we got run. When I did watch some attempts to play peacefully, wow, I noticed that some of the enemies would like jump off a cliff or something. Wow. Wow. And that was cool. That I think that if the forces of anger or fury cause something to destroy itself, I think that that's how it should be. I think that it would be more interesting to me if that was commonplace. If monsters, angry ones that attack could have the opportunity to attack themselves or use their anger. I mean, that's one of the premises here, is that there should be a peaceful path, and if it's really ultimately something that's so taken with evil that its only option is destruction of self or destruction of others, then the self-destruction through its attempts of destruction seems like the most karmic neutral result there, by attacking and then being destroyed in the process. I don't think that's going to happen in this thing. I don't know what that thing's aiming at. It seems like it's their own fort that they keep blowing up with fire. I don't even really know why I would want to go past here. I think that was the conclusion last time. There's a different line between exploration and the aspiration to see more of the world, and then also to separately run face first into a spear firing archery mechanism. I think that thing has a name. Yeah. So there's a question of why I'm playing this game. I tried to hit on it a couple of times, but it's really a beautiful game with a lot of great art, and I'm here to observe the art primarily, and then secondarily, I have, as I think I showed. Can we open that map back up? I don't know how I did it before, and I can't do it now. Somewhere. Well, I've made it really far. It's a lot further than I thought I would. A lot further than I thought would happen. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just run up here and see what happens. I don't think I can stealth past those guys. Maybe I can. Maybe I can just stealth off the cliff. But look at this. Look at that right there. I don't know if there's a no user interface view, but just taking that in the background. I bet there's some players who have played so aggressively they haven't even seen the tree. They're so lost in their own pursuits of whatever's happening next. I think this is so wonderful of an image. And not just because of all the golden hues. No, it's because there's so much detail that went into it to create this. Somebody really cared about all of this detail. And I feel like I really wanted to play this game after 7 Seconds Summer Camp came out, and I haven't, but I wanted to do it from the ability to appreciate even more how hard it is to execute something like this. So, like this cliffside. This is kind of the vibe I was going for, honestly. Just the overlooking cliffside, and not really the ruins part, the beachside temple ruins of like a bridge, I guess, or whatever's happening there. But the idea of just like this peaceful overlook. Like I'm in the middle of some strange battlefield where there's guards who are just trying to set their own base on fire. But I think this is going to be a great place just to meditate and appreciate all the effort that's gone into not only making this world but playing in it. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath and just visualize all of those players and all of those developers and all of those artists and all of those producers all working in tandem to create the next page of our reality together, and everybody choosing to walk that path. And I want to be part of that path too, even if it's in this context. I feel like I picked this character because there was some kind of healing benefit or magic or something. Maybe a stealth mode. It's so cool and it looks so good. Yeah, I'll sneak this way. I bet if I pop up, they'll just start firing. Yeah, okay. But that thing seems like it's fixed and it won't be able to go over here. And it doesn't see me at all. There's arrows built into this thing. Look at this poor guy, just reload, fire, reload. There's no pivot at all. Unless you're walking straight down that path. You're not getting anywhere. Do you think he broke his own thing just now? I don't want to be on the other end of this situation. Alright. Oof. A little bit of fire there. Alright. Let's see. Okay. I found someone. Okay. Yep. I think he just kicked me, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to move past this particular gate. And it looks very shut. And this person looks pretty upset that I'm there. So I'm gonna assume this is like a threshold of violence, as I called it. I did reference this game in a video where I made the assertion that many games offer what I call a threshold of violence, where you can't advance the game if you don't kill something to get through it, or attack it, or break it. But that's pretty far. We made it to the front door. I would hope that a keep this powerful and this big doesn't have like a secret side entrance where you can just pass monsters up. And let's see if there's somewhere. So you see, I've made it pretty far throughout the world. It looks like it kind of gave up back here. I made it to the stranded graveyard, which is calling me right now. So let's pop over there. There's a question. Status death. When your death gauge is full. I'll never know what to do now. I don't remember coming here. It's been a while, I guess. I don't want to be here, actually. It seems terrible. A little front gate. Step outside. Inside. Wait, is this the beginning of the game? That's why it seems so unfamiliar. That's funny. I've never never looked at it from this perspective. Yeah, is this that's funny. Trapped forever now. Let's go back outside. Just to some of the checkpoints. So really the game became, for me, once I started playing, just a checkpoint to checkpoint exploration to see how far I could get. That's fine. I was like, why is it unfamiliar? But so, calling my name. I don't remember it raining either. Look at this. That's really pleasant. And that relaxing music. I'd love to hop on this fence. There's a question how to meditate, and I don't think I can do it here. I don't know if there's maybe some gesture I could eventually do to... Oh. Let's go ahead and just do it here. Yeah. There we go. Right here on the fence. There's a lot of ways to meditate, and I always encourage everybody to learn about as many different ones as they can. Because I really think everybody is on their own personal journey, and you should find diverse experiences to identify what works best for you. But for me at this point, it's mostly sitting quietly and focusing on my breath, and then eventually the meditation just goes. I just I think more deeply and deeply about my current moment, and then I stop focusing on the future or plans or the past. Letting go of the past and letting go of the future is a really important part of my meditation experience. And then after that, it's just kind of a joyful physical experience that happens for a while until I feel a natural inclination to move on to the next part of my day. And I try to do it as often as possible. But also, I like enjoying the world, appreciating the art. I really wish pushing in the left joystick was run, whatever. Oh, look, the Audubon Society. They'd love to hear about these eagles. Let them know I'm here. Hello. It's nice. This overhang. It's just so beautiful. And that's, I think that's the one big point that I've been trying to nail home for a while, is that the games are getting made and the resources are going into them. and the games that we play are the ones that get more resources. So this art's gonna get made. Artists are gonna get paid to create, and whatever they're gonna work on, whatever project is financed. We gotta grab some. This is basically just like the Morel hunting game. There's really no way for me to tell the difference between that and this. What is this? Look like a guy, but it's just a tree. Like some kind of bug down there that I'm sure I don't want to deal with. Looks like a cool camp over there. A little campfire. Think I should go hang out with those guys? I don't think I've been there yet. Looks like they got some stuff up there. I don't have my Audubon binoculars. Also, I don't know if I can just jump down there. I might have to take a ride on one of those snail things. Let's go, though. Let's figure it out. I mean, I have experienced fire before. There was some up in the bow and arrow area. Yeah, is this water safe? Can I just go in these pools? Yeah, it looks like just regular stuff and a skull. Oh, it's so good though. This is like lily pads. If you can crop out, the danger and the upset monsters and the dragonfly that's probably coming for me, you can see a lot of wonderful things. In fact, are we sure there's no? Are we sure there's no? No, like photo mode. Cinematic effects are on. Photo mode. I don't see it. I feel like I wanted to find it a bunch, and sometimes I wait for games to get a little older so that way quality of life stuff gets bumped in there. Use item, event action. I'm sure there could be some mods too that let me just move the camera around. I think I read about that. This guy's kinda... I wasn't ready for him to look at me like that. Alright, and then let's go hang out with these guys over here. Not necessarily this barnacle beast. Oh no. Do you think those guys are okay? I'm just gonna check on them real quick. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're... No, it doesn't look like anything could happen from that. Oh, there's one who's doing okay. I guess we got to the campfire. See, this is kind of the antithesis of the campfire I was trying to build from a meditation game. I really didn't want a dragon to fly out of the sky and immolate everybody. And then somehow using fire to extinguish the fire? None of that was what I was hoping would happen just now. It's okay. Let's try to not be bothered by all the drama of flying dragon agheel. And I'm assuming you can't call your dog in the middle of the journey? Oh. Yeah, you can. For some reason I went to like you're in combat mode. Yeah, let's go to Stake of Marika. Is that just where the all those problems just happened were? It's okay. Wow, and look at this now with this sun glare. The dragon in the background. I really wish there was a photo mode. I really do. I mean, it's kind of, if you can ignore the north indicator at the top of the screen. Are there fireflies out here too? This is basically what I've been meditating on anyway. Gosh, look at this. So it's just so nice. Let's yeah, put that away. Don't need it. Nope. Don't need that. Just shield up. Yeah. Oh, oh. The map goes away when you're discovered. That's beneficial. If you're just joining, my name is Gold Vision. I play games peacefully. And often unsuccessfully. On Sundays I play scary games that have frightening or visually traumatic experiences, like being completely immolated. It seemed like it was a really hard game, honestly, but I don't meet it at its violent level. I try to ascend past it by finding paths and checkpoints that get me to where I personally want to go, while also sharing the world with the people and the builders of it. And right now we're playing Elden Ring to just explore, see what we can see. I was gonna see what those guys are doing, but they're just making stew, and it seems like they're busy. And also last time I saw guys like that, they summoned a dragon that has killed me 3 times, so we can focus on other things. Is this a, I don't think I've encountered very many allies throughout this world either. I haven't seen a lot of that going on. And also, thank you for the super chats, and welcome Grant Simpson and Robert Dorning. It's good to hear from you guys. We're just exploring the countryside. We're seeing what's available. We're seeing we're gonna try to drive past some of this stuff. Seems like there's a little dissonance out in the world. And I'm not well equipped to combat it, personally, with my philosophy, and I'm assuming the weapons that I have on my person. So I'm mostly here to enjoy the parts of reality that aren't trying to destroy me, which there are many. Like I said, I've explored a lot of this world successfully without having to attack anything. I've done it all live, so you know it's a real bit. I've also been attacked a bunch on this various paths, so maybe I won't heed these concerning images. I'll see what the eagles are looking at, looking over the edge. It's just like a big dragonfly, or a hornet dragonfly. I'm sure they all have real names of whatever kind of monsters they are. I'm not sure how to get down there. And as a barely experienced player, I do know to caution other players about getting to cliff's edges, because there are monsters that will attack you from far, far away. This looks like a normal little bridge, still intact. It's unfortunate this world is so disrupted, honestly. I haven't seen any crafting opportunities that allow me to repair buildings, establish a state of commerce, voting rights. It's mostly orb slugs and a lot of dragons, and I guess it would be hard to... It seemed like those guys who were just convening to do a campfire earlier they might have been a small party of electorate and were instantly evaporated out of the world. It doesn't look that pleasant down there. It doesn't look very easy to get down there either. And I know that there is fall damage. There's most damage in Elden Ring. But we can keep exploring. I don't necessarily know these things are bad either. This thing's straight out of Mario 2. It's like cactuses that smile at you. Oh. I want to be careful of wildlife. I don't really want to disturb any of it as I explore. Look at this. Look at this overlook. Look at it. Just, man. I wish I had a camera, you know? I wish I could just take it all in. The music could be a little more upbeat. But it's so nice. Yeah. You know, I guess it is strange that so many artistic endeavors like these, so many games and movies, TV shows focus on fixing the world through combat. It's strange because then you're just focused on, you assume the moral goodness of the most successfully violent in the world, and then we just kind of assume that the magic nature of reality is on the side of good, and so that's why it will win. So when whoever's ever winning at any particular moment is actually the moral correct force. So whatever has created this dissonance is technically morally correct by the nature of this reality until somebody else attacks it and destroys it and then has to maintain their own moral status. It's really, it's interesting. Let's do a little slide down here. I think it'll be okay, right? Just investigate a little more. Little cliffside. Accumulation. I kind of don't like picking up bones. People's brains and stuff. I don't know what this stuff is. Just like leftover skeleton bones. And that's one of the boosts that get you up in the sky, that get you where you want to go. Assuming you want to go where... or I guess you can float down on it too, right? Is that how we're doing this? Is that how we're crossing this ominous bridge? Or just by one cliff at a time? I don't know. It's gonna be safe. It's gotta be a safe path. I don't see any railings. I don't see any stairs. I'm getting a lot out of it though. That castle on the top. Oof. Yeah, I'll keep descending a little bit. Hunting down those little patches of blood. The dog makes it kind of safe, right? Yeah. Or yak. Oh, I guess it's just a horse with horns. Is that what a yak is? I don't know how to define the biology. Okay. Yeah. Some cliffside. Excuse me, it's a squirrel beast. It looks perilous. Was that a secret message? Oh, no. I mean, yes, a tarnished golden sunflower. How much more secret can it get? I don't necessarily consider picking flowers a violent act, but it could be interpreted that way. I think if you can't consume them, then there is some destructive element, but otherwise you're preserving it. Let's see. Horse required ahead. Okay, well I have one. Is that a running boost thing? Can I get across? Wow, that's some big jumps. I really don't remember. Whoa. Is that close? I don't think that was close. I don't think that was gonna get me there. Wow, that's pretty far away. The last we're gonna start over at the front of the game again. Yeah. It's so beautiful though. It really just is. I've played a lot more of things and it just brutally ripped me apart every once in a while. And that was an accident. I wasn't trying to do that. It's unfortunate there's so many zombies and dragons. I'm so upset about things. I think there's a better path. Maybe if I take the road that way? That seems smarter. What do you think? Seems like there's a couple of zombie guards that are just in general upset about things. I'll try to run past them. Seems like everybody's kind of upset. I don't know how this economy works. There's probably mythology to it, but is everybody just kind of upset? Is everybody, they just kind of run on fury? Or anger or something? This path looks a little difficult. I have found that, I have found that slowing down often ends up in a relatively short-lived life. Something about it. Is that the only way down? Am I going the right way? Looks like there must be some road I can take. I think it's the low road down there. I don't know why I'm getting the error message about using my map. I think it's cool how it's just this open world too. They really allowed me to explore a lot of it without having to feel obligated to destroy stuff. Yeah, now I'm down in the low boy. There's Captain Torchbearer. He's just doing his job, right? When does he stop doing his job relative to my position? He kind of like swings his sword and is like, well, guy on a horse, what am I gonna do? Alright. And I don't know if this counts as any degree of unwanted behavior. We got another one of these, do we? Yep. I do have the sentiment that I like to avoid destruction when possible, but I don't think it's the game breaker for me. I don't like doing it. Is there somebody nice? Hello. You can't talk on a horse? Okay. Oh. This is like a quick meet and greet.
Is somebody there?
Oh, she can't see.
Might I bend your ear for a moment, please?
Alright.
My name is Arena. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south.
Nice to meet you.
Servants there have rebelled.
Okay.
I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over.
No.
My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander.
Okay. Well, let's go check it out, I guess. Boom. Let's focus on finding that next little token, the teleporter. Did I pass it? Is there one around here? I feel like that bridge was more of an achievement to casually ride across. Ooh. But here's a rewarding place to look out into the world. It's so nice. I really gotta take in these moments because so much of the so much of this game is gate kept by literal keeps and gates with just violent undertones and overtones and just like lots of tones of blood and violence. So when I get a moment where I can look out into the world, and there it is. Let's see if I can sneak over there. I knew there must be one. It's just like the inherent language and materials to acquire. Bamboozled. Yeah, this has been the majority of the game for me, is moving from checkpoint to checkpoint and making progress. How much more south do you think I gotta go? I didn't even try this part of the world. I feel so left out all the time because everybody was talking about all the bosses they were fighting. It's like, well, I'll find some of them, but I kind of won't be learning how to defeat them. Seems like we got one up here. Unless that's a friendly one. Are there any like friendly bosses that you encounter throughout the world that they kind of help you along? They give you a little insight, like a moral update. I can tell that these guys aren't. None of that's gonna happen there. Just huge, monstrous. I mean, I shouldn't judge. I really don't know. So it's possible that's a very kind gentleman who's here to help us. Me and Irina. Oh man, I remember these wolves though. They mess you up. Glad they can't see me. Am I playing in peaceful mode? That's not an option, right? Because it happened the other day. I found out there was a peaceful mode in Satisfactory. And I was like, oh, I should have had that on this whole time. Just checking for peaceful mode here. Would be in game options, yeah. Manual attack, aiming, auto targeting. Okay, yeah. No, because, you can't just assume so much of it. It's funny that so many games have this unwritten language that we have to learn, and then we know from game to game how it works. I think if your hoof glances on a cart and the cart explodes into pieces, it's rigged to do that, and I think that's unfair. And while I'm so trepidatious and unwilling to just do simple things like opening doors often because there's no indication that will be a safe move, it could be set up to defeat somebody. I have to get off the dog to do this. It's fine. I like doing it. I like finding these little checkpoints and meeting people. Meeting people like me. I don't think I've got any progress to make here. Yeah, I still need a lot of runes I don't think you get them just by doing this. Find them on the ground or in those skulls. I think level 7 is... Sorry. I'm so used to X being the pickup button. Yeah. Alright, well. We're really making it into this world. If you're just joining, my name is Gold Vision. I play games peacefully and trying to find beauty and joy and generate joy in the video game worlds we all share. To try to enhance the synchronicities that gamers all feel as we all walk through the same experience together, not as individuals, but as a community of people seeking all those things that I just mentioned. This motion blur. I don't know if that's making... This looks like a dream sequence here. It's like just always running, but not being able to get anywhere. See things on the horizon, but feel like you're just trapped the moment. But I guess I know that I'm controlling it, and I know that I'm responsible for it, and then I can just stop at any time and see what's through the next thing. So I don't attack players or things. I might eventually move to the point where I don't collect objects, because it is like an egocentric pursuit, the assumption that I need to hold on to certain things in order to progress. I just want to make sure I'm going the right way. Some kind of keep or something down here. Heading through. Wow. That's a castle. Okay. Another one of these? What is this, a tank? Oh, it's a guy with a super bow and arrow. Kind of dodge that. It's funny, I'm assuming most players see that and then think, I have to find a way to destroy it and defeat it. But to me, I just want to see how close I can get to observe and appreciate it. These things are all messed up. I'm glad this didn't crumble when my horse's hoof hit it. You think I can get inside without permission? Do you think I could meditate right there at the arrows as they fly at me? Or do you think that they would take me out? It seems like it's kind of safe right here, and I can appreciate this monster. I feel like it's aiming right for me though. What do you think? Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see. Okay, how close can we get? I feel like we're getting closer. Yeah, right here. Do you think it'll always just be at this one part? Oh. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think its range doesn't go this way. What we're saying. Oh. I have my shield. I'm trying to, in the moment, remember. I don't know why it's so hard. There we go. Yeah, I think this will be a safe place to just kind of observe and appreciate. I don't want to be completely at ease, but I do want to see. It looks like it has a little AoE attack. I do want to see and understand the violent nature of this reality. And I know this is not the traditional way that most players will experience this game. But one of the reasons that we do the Sunday Scaries is because it's fun to encounter danger or things that are upsetting or unsettling and take them apart and let them be their worst state. Let them come at you and then just appreciate it. Appreciate what we have to go through together. They only exist to combat us. Oh, it's coming close. I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. It probably won't be in my best interest. Who knows? Maybe there's just a kind seeing kind. Or maybe he's getting in a better position to... Sorry, they're getting in a better position to make their methods known to me. I don't know what's important for them to combat me, but I'm glad to be here. Oh yeah, just settle and rest. As we both are. I feel like this is like the Call of Duty video I made where I stopped the violence of the world by just ceasing to meet it where it was. Because right now, this golem is being as peaceful as I am. We're just in a stalemate. You know, there's conflict, but that's yin and yang. That's probably, I theorize, a energy balance that can't be destroyed. You can't have the good without the bad. Those things just exist in equal measure, but it's the choice of how we contend with each other. And maybe there is a necessity to destroy the things that are like this in the world, but I think there's also a necessity to come to peace with as much as possible, especially when I don't know why I need to do the things that are presented in this world, combating violence, to be the morally correct and most destructive force in the world, to somehow earn my place by taking it away from something else. I think that's always been the confusing thing about evil or evil monsters. It's like, if you're in charge of this, why would you mess it all up? This is yours. You've used your power. You're super strong. This guy could fix this whole castle up in like an hour. Right? Just fine. Look, all the parts are all over the place. Wait, what are these jellyfish things? I'm gonna err on the side that they're destructive. Oh, there's a whole nice beach over there. Alright, well, I'm gonna put a pin in that real quick and run over and see what these jellyfish are, because I got distracted. I just want to know. There's like a sword graveyard over there. Look at these. No, that's what they're about. The trap. They didn't look friendly. Reviving after dying. Okay. I will say that it seems like this is slowing down my system quite a bit. This rain effect. I thought my frame rates were pretty good for a second, but now it seems like they're suffering a little bit. I like the effect though. It feels really nice. It looks like the weather's changing. I'm gonna do one quick attempt to get into the castle, just to see if there's anybody inside who knows what, you know. She said that they were rebelling, and so they might have a solution, or like a password. I can tell this. Maybe he's one of the rebels from inside the castle. Who knows what's happening, and he just doesn't realize that I'm here to help by being a kind and helpful soul. He really did give up for a second, though. Is this another one of those things? What is that? Just a branch? Is it an olive branch? I don't want to be seen. Yeah. I think this is actually a fool's errand to try to get inside, but maybe we'll try to pull an arrow. Oh man. I also don't like the idea of having things destroyed as a consequence of my behaviors. That's not fair. Wow. Is he gonna come in here? Wait, is that a wall? I thought he was gonna shoot me through the wall. There's splash damage? Let's see if we can get this thing before the end happens. And... Yep. Alright, well. Seems like he's cool with it. Can I pop up? Just want to head up the stairs real quick. I thought I remember they would put messages in front of the switches. That would make it hard to do them. Spooky eyes. Do I need to go this way, actually? To get the levers working. Got all the cool tools. Nothing I can select, though. Alright. Think he's giving up? No. What does the message say? Come on. Let's get in there. Let's drink to our success. I don't know why it's happening. There's only one interaction button. Oh. Okay. It's raining inside the elevator? It really did seem to upset the bone arrow man. But cool. Let's find the people inside who are looking for the happiness of the contents of this castle. And why is this land just castles? Why are there so many giant buildings? Okay. So it looks like no one's really winning here. And it looks like they've found joy. These monsters. It doesn't look like the rebellion is going well unless these monsters are the rebels. Yeah. It's all very unsettling. And maybe I should have started with some trigger warnings, but I think everybody knows that Elden Ring is dangerous and visually, as beautiful as it is, sometimes awful in its visual imagery. Examine this statue. The summoning pool is now functional. That's good. Okay. Let's see if we can get anywhere. Castle Morn. Irina would be proud. How much progress I've made. I didn't even have to hurt anybody, you know. Okay, we got monster, werewolf guy. Looks like we've got some blood there. Looks like we've got some blood here. Alright. Just kind of sneak on by here in the keep. This probably won't end well. Is this one of those rebels? Hello? Hello? Oh. Nope. Excuse me. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of frustration around here. Sorry. Got a little close to the microphone there. Not to the top of the keep, but it felt like I knew where I was going. That's okay. Let's see see if there's anything else. I mean, there's elevator. What do you think? One more just run for it. I guess I really did pull the monsters. Just stand on it for a second. I don't understand what I did last time. I'll do one more if I can get upstairs. I didn't do anything different. Do I you know what? I got pranked. And you all let me get pranked over and over again. That's okay though. You know, I prefer to learn publicly like this because it's authentic. It's really my truth. And so if I actually achieve anything ever, then it's also my truth. So, where's my horse? I can't find it in my pocket. What's happening here? Horses can't come inside a castle? Is that how it works? Come on, maybe a little bit more. I need a little torch. Oh, okay. Well, back to the sneak mode. These guys seemed pretty oblivious. And the kettle wearing player monster didn't seem interested in playing this game at all. Okay. Just kind of be ready to go. Oh, look at this. There's beautiful butterflies. Let me just try to ignore the. Oh, I see. Oh man. Let's go. Are you gonna make it? Totally possible. And if you're just joining, my name's Vision, and I try to play games peacefully and find out how far I can go. And I've gotten pretty far in Elden Ring. I don't ever anticipate being able to defeat the game or any of the monsters on my own. But I have had a chance to explore a lot of the beautiful visuals and appreciate the unique places that I've had the opportunity to be. I find it unlikely that I'll be able to get much further tonight. But it is really fun. And it is really fun to see how far I can get. And I really am impressed with all the things that the creators of this game have achieved. And I know that although it's not the intended way to play, I think that there's a lot of joy that can be found in these methods, and I hope to inspire creators and game designers to make games like this and make pathways for players like me. But I think that's it for the stream tonight. I hope you're proud of me. I hope that you you saw how far we could get. Looks like I've got some unique things happening with my camera. And I really did have a good time, and this is only the second or third time I've played Elden Ring, so I hope it wasn't too much of a slog for avid players of it to witness as I worked my way through. I do have the abilities and the experience to play games somewhat competitively, so it's fun to have challenges like these. And I think that a life without challenges is a life without growth. So I'm glad that I had the opportunity to grow tonight and to share those with you. I didn't think I was going to make it all the way to that castle, and I didn't think I was going to make it up to the top. I don't really know why I would want to be in that castle, or why they built it like that, or why the monsters want to be there and just kind of chant and hold their swords up. But I'm trying to learn more about why everybody does everything, and I'm trying to celebrate gaming in all of its venues, not just the peaceful worlds that I'm growing in personally. So thank you for letting me share that with you. This is my game 7 Second Summer Camp, a meditation game for gamers who want to use those skills in the same light. It's more of a first-person game to meditate and to experience the synchronicities of gaming, the ones that I've been talking about. It's not as AAA as Elden Ring is, but there's got to be an A somewhere in here, and I'm still adding features and growing it as games are growing too, and that's one of the reasons why I've been playing all these different games these last couple weeks, is so that way I could catch up with where the gaming community is, because I really love being a part of it and sharing and growing and seeing things change, and how advanced everything has become for so much time having been spent by so many people developing and so many people planning, and focus at least my energy and a little bit of yours toward the things that I want to see more of in the world. So thank you for joining. Like I said, my name is Gold Vision. These are my Patreon producers. Thank you so much for helping me get to where I am today. Thanks for being a part of the things I work on. And thank you for watching. This was Elden Ring, 7 Second Summer Camp, also on Steam now. And otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope that your week isn't too scary, your Sunday wasn't too scary. And as always, I ask, you hold on to your dreams.